everyone, I hope you are keeping well. You are watching Bob's Baggers, home of all things rubbish. I have a confession to make. I may have done some off-screen grinding. So we've got the International B license, and I've done some of the special conditions races, whatever they're called. We sold the RSC rally car, and we have cars now. We have a lot of cars. So, the plan is today, we're going to finish off the... what's it called? The beginner championship. So we're going to use the MR2 for the Spider Roadster challenge, and I've gone to the Travel by the Lightning. We got them again. But we've also got a Skyline, we've got a 200SX, we've got a 300ZX. What else have we got? Accords, Yaris. So we've got a lot of cars to cover ourselves, really. For the next few races that I would like to do, because like I said, I don't want to jump straight into completing the game in the what's it called, professional events. So without further ado, oh, by the way, you can reset your progress. Basically what you got to do, you got to click OK on here. Well, you got to click OK on here, and then you've got to click on the race, click entry, and it will give you this screen. Basically, if you click clear, you're able to redo the championship again. Ah, bugger. I thought I could get out of that menu. Never mind. We're not doing this. But yes, so you can reset your progress through a championship, which does mean you can get infinite prize cars. Now, you can... my recommendation would be, unless you want to grind out the special conditions races and just get 100,000 RSCs and just be the most rich person in the game, early on in the game, lightweight K-Cup. Keep resetting this and doing this over and over again. Get a load of Genettas, and then you can buy some much better cars. I was wrong about the Genetta as well. I used one just for a little bit as I was grinding out the game, and I forgot how fast that actually is. But as you can see, we've done some mods to the MRS. It's now got a spoiler, some BBS wheels, and it makes a little bit more power than when I just turbocharged it. So, we shall see. And it's still a 41-point race. Okay, that is a worry. The 350Z is the biggest worry here, because that's going to be at least 270 horsepower. But we shall get on with it. Let's go! Come on! Oh wow, we're getting left. Now, if it looks like we're going to lose, I will cheat. Hands down, I will cheat. But then again, I have got enough money to buy a better roadster. We've also got an incredible amount of traction in this thing now, so... we shall see. I forgot how much I hated the Z4 in this game as well after doing the IB license. And I'm not sure if it's the Z4 or the challenge, but I could not figure out the slalom in that to save the life of, for the life of me, sorry. I did manage to get silvers again, so hence why we've got the RX-8 concept car and some other concept car, the Nike 1 I think it was. Some basically rather useless things, because I've already got a fast rotary, so... Hey, that little Peugeot's rapid! Who would have thought the 206cc was the fastest convertible in the game? Apart from the Turbo MRS, of course. Beautiful. Yeah, we are absolutely flying here. This should be a nice easy championship then. Let's race an outside view for a bit. The wig is just glorious on this. I don't know, I've always liked MR2s with extreme body kits. Only if the extreme body kit is backed up with some extreme performance. If you've got a big wing and like flared arches, and you've still got stock 140 horsepower 1ZZ and like Landsail tyres or something. Not that Landsails are bad, but if you're like claiming it's a race car and you're running around a budget, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, come on. The only thing that's really going to let us down here is my awful driving, as per usual. Man, I used to really dislike this game, and it's because I was rubbish at it. But like, now that I understand what I'm doing a little bit better, I love this game so much. I really do. Like, it's just so much better than the racing game offerings of today. There's some indie games that I've heard good things about. I know there's a Toge game on Steam I've just installed. I'm going to give it a shot because that looks fantastic. Is it Toge Shikai, I think it's called? It looks brilliant. Like, the graphics look fantastic. The car list is extensive. So I am going to play that, and I will report back, and I might even make a video on it depending how well I'll get on with the game. I have got a lot of stuff on Steam. I've got BeamNG Drive and automation, so if you guys would like to see some BeamNG automation car build challenges, please let me know. I think that could be quite a laugh. Let's go. Well, the MRS is just dominating this. I didn't even need to cheat. What a car. I'm curious to know whether the NSX class is a Spider Roadster. So there's some Targa ones, isn't there? I wonder, do I waste the time to try and check? Because I would like to use the NSX again. Then again, we haven't really seen anything of the MRS, so we might as well stick with the MRS. 3,000 credit race. Beautiful. Look at that. We're going to have some money at the end of this. This is cool. I am going to say, I'm not going to sit there abusing the, what's it called? The Toyota RSC Raid selling thing. That's an awful description. I'm not going to abuse the special conditions races, effectively. Because it's too easy to get all the money in the world and just breeze through the game by having the most upgraded car. I've done it once to buy some cars, and if I'm going to do it, it's only to buy cars. I'm not going to use that money to upgrade them to the max. I like a challenge. Now, if we get to a point in the game where I do need the cash, I need to start buying some like race cars and stuff, then we'll consider grinding that out and having like 10 RSC raids, because it really didn't take a lot of time to get the car. I think it took me 8 minutes, if that, because I used the Honda Dual Note. There was a chap in the comments, Dom, I believe your name is. Dom, you're the man who sort of clued me up on it. Top notch, lad. Top notch, lad. Everyone give Dom some love in the comments. Also, I've noticed a significant bump in the amount of people watching and subscribing the past couple of weeks. You guys seem to be loving the Gran Turismo content, and I cannot thank you enough for the support so far. So thank you very much. I will say, if anyone is watching and you haven't clicked the subscribe button, go on and do it. It's not going to hurt you. But no, seriously, thank you very much for the support so far. I never expected this to take off as well as it has been, so I will do my best to continue bringing content to you guys that you guys enjoy. That being said, if I keep crashing into walls, I'm not surprised if I don't lose all my subscribers by the end of the year. I'm looking to have 100 by the end of the year. Although I'd be more than satisfied with 50, don't get me wrong. This is really cool. Oh, the MR2 is a flamethrower as well. That's sick. Who would have thought? Okay, what a car. I think we may have got away with this in the MR Championship, but I think it would have been a lot harder than it was with the NSX. Plus, I'm chuffed to bits with that NSX. I'm so glad we did buy it, because I think it made for a good video, and that thing is a rocket ship. Let's go! What a car. This thing is really fast. I'm going to hit the wall. Oops. We didn't actually really lose any speed there. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't buy an MX-5. Don't get me wrong, it is coming. I will be buying one. Oh, goodness. Because there is an MX-5 challenge and so on that needs to be done. But for now, we will just enjoy the MRS. And enjoy an MX-5 free existence, sorry. Not that I have anything against MX-5, I really don't. They are brilliant little cars. Yeah, and they can be really, really quick as well, and you know, infinitely tunable. It's a Gingium, the YouTuber, his one, Molly, that is one of the coolest cars I've seen in a very long time. The fact it isn't LS or something stupid swapped, it's the stock engine just built to the absolute limit, really. Or maybe not even the limit, who knows? But it's just one of the nicest MX-5s I've ever seen, if not the nicest. And if everyone built them like that, I'd be more inclined to sort of want one. But I don't know, I just see them too much now. Every project car on YouTube's a MX-5 or a, what's it called, 240SX or a 200SX. Once again, not that I have anything against those, I've just bought a Type X on Kinda Racer and I absolutely love the thing. But, I don't know. I like to see some stuff that's a little bit different. I like people that build weird cars. Oh no, 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 no. My bad driving let us down there, but even still, that was, this is just not a 29-point race. It's only because that 350Z's in here, I reckon, that is saying that it's that sort of level of competition. But the 350Z clearly is not very competitive. Come on. 70k. I mean, we're going to have time to do this and the sport truck race, and that's going to be the beginner championship finished. What a thing. Considering we would have done that in 5 videos? I think it's 5. Oh well. Let's go. It's definitely 5. Part 4 he released on Saturday. I'm losing it, guys. I do apologise. Is that a Barchetta? Very cool. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. That was a very poor line from me. I'm rubbish at this track. I just, me and Infineon don't really get on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Whoa, the Barchetta's coming back. Let's go. Use the turbo power. Come on, MRS. Bit of a flame from the exhaust. Let's get around the Alpha Spider, and then we need to catch up with whatever's in first. Is that another MRS? Oh, we could be in trouble then. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on. No, it's an MG. Oh. I would have just blown up my engine there, but video games. Let's go. The TF is actually quite a nice car to drive in this game. It's got a little bit of a, I don't know. It's got a little bit of slip in the corners, but it means you can get it to rotate quite nicely. I used it in the, what was it, the IB license. It's one of the license tests. It's actually quite nice to drive. It's not very quick, but it's not bad. I mean, to be honest, I think that's the thing about MGBs and MGFs and MGTFs, sorry, is that they're very underrated cars. I'm not going to pretend like they're the last word in handling and sophistication, because they're not. They creak and they rattle and head gaskets and all sorts, but if you get one that works, they're very nice little things to drive. And they're still the bargain of the century, really. When you consider how sort of cheap you can pick one up for these days. Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, a lot of them are getting cut up at the minute because the engines have found themselves in metros and things like that, the VVC engines, and that, to be honest, is a much more lethal combination. 143 to 160 horsepower and a little front-wheel drive nugget that weighs 700 kilos or something like that. I mean, that reflects when they crash because they fall like a wet paper bag, but when they run, they are fast. And then people turbocharge them and all sorts, but we're going off the beaten path. Do you know what? The wing's really helping with traction in this car. Like, I've got so much grip through the corners. All this is basically a turbo and exhaust and a racing chip and a wing. Like, it's on stock tyres. Like, it's not being extensively upgraded. It's basically the same amount of mods I put on everything else. Ah, the Minica. So, I did give a little bit of love to the Minica. It's now making 130 horsepower, according to one of the menus, because the car seems to make different horsepower depending where you click. But yeah, I haven't driven it with that power level yet, but I imagine it's going to be quite a giggle. I've also been looking around shopping for them, just in case the channel gets to the point where I'm actually able to buy project cars and stuff. And they're still affordable. A lot of them are automatics, which I don't want. I want a Minica Dangang, and it has to be a manual. But it is doable, so that's going to be the goal. And you guys need to get us there. Make it so we can get a Minica for the channel. And we'll put an exhaust on it, we'll do turbo, like bigger turbo, or boost controller, intake, we'll put it on coilovers. We'll make it the most ridiculous K car we can, and that's a promise. Right. Surprisingly easy roaster championship. Yeah, okay. I don't know what the price car is for this. Probably an MX-5, let's be honest with ourselves, but it'd be cool if it wasn't. Come on, what have we got? Yes! Look at that! What a machine. No. It was bad. I know we needed a sport truck, but that just handles like one. It's not exactly gonna qualify for anything. I don't think that's a keeper, you know. I mean, how much can you sell it for? I'll keep it about for now. There's no harm in holding on to it. I've already done some tuning to the truck. As you can see, it's got some wheels, and it's a little bit lighter, and it makes a fair chunk more horsepower now. So hopefully, we'll be able to finish off this in a jiffy. Now, the prize car for this, I already know what it is. It's the Chevrolet Silverado concept thing, which is a really cool looking truck. And because you can't sell it, I'll be keeping it. I don't know what modifications or upgrades you could do to it, because it'd be kind of cool to make a race truck out of it. Yeah, that's it, the Silverado SST concept. Thing's an absolute beast. Right, while I remember, let's, I'm fairly sure these do come supercharged anyway, but it's a very similar engine to what's in the 4GT, but it isn't a similar engine from my understanding. Like, top end's different, and it's got different cabinals, all that in the GT, but it's a cool engine. I like the Lightning. Obviously, Fast and Furious 1 vibes. I mean, oh wow, look at that, 5,000 RPM. Not even 5,500 RPM to play with. Let's go. Right, normally that SST is the problem. And I was stuck between buying this or the Tacoma, but I figured we might as well get something American in the, Oh, wow. I should have invested in some coilovers, maybe. I love how much space this takes up on the screen as well. What a thing. What a cool car. Truck. Yeah, you really do need to get on the anchors early. Now, I could cheat, but I'm not going to. Because I may have overbuilt this. And this is literally just like stage 1 NA tuning and weight reduction. And some different wheels because I think they look better. Like, that's it. It's not like we've done any extensive mods. It's not like it's on coilovers and race brakes and things. This is very cheap to upgrade. Wow. Oh, we've only got 4 gears, so that's something to be mindful of. Keep up. Oh, there's a bit of lag when you. There we go. Never mind. There was a little bit of lag when I was trying to look behind me there, but cool thing about this, unlike car racers, when you look behind you, you can actually see the front of the car. Let's go. I don't know how fast this is going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be fairly quick. It's got quite a tall 4th gear as well, so. Wow. This is actually pretty quick. I mean, with 470 horsepower, you'd expect it to be quick. This could be... I think this is actually the most powerful car that I have right now. Truck. It's the most powerful vehicle that we have right now. Yeah, this is pretty special. I'm going to get 2 prize vehicles because we would have completed the beginner championship as well. Okay. Let's get on the anchors. I like the fact the game has these vehicles in it and it makes you have to use them. It sort of makes you diversitise what you would normally be using. Because imagine a lot of people in this game. Ooh. Apart from where they have to, like change to a European vehicle or whatever, they've probably stuck with Japanese vehicles. Evos, Galants, Imprezas, Skylines, 200SXs, NSXs and all that stuff. Because that's the game is primarily based around those cars. But I don't know, it's kind of cool that you have the ability to use some weird and wonderful stuff. Beautiful. I do apologise if I seem a little bit more out of it today than usual. I'm very tired. Oh well, we keep moving on. This really could actually benefit with more horsepower. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's quick enough for what we need it for. I mean, we are absolutely dominating this. The traction control lights having a fit in the bottom. We've already used a bar of fuel. What a fat old thing. Yeah, look, the SST worked its way up to 2nd place there. That was... The SSR was the other car I was considering, but I don't know, it's not really something that I'm interested in. We're going to get 1,200 credits for this. That's kind of boring. What's the next one? I know one of them is at Laguna Seca. I can't remember what the other race is. Ah, Seattle. Oh, we'll smash that. It's going to be more than fast enough for Seattle. The problem is going to be me being able to drive properly at Seattle. I don't know. I've always wanted to sort of play around with the Ram in this game. I think it could be quite an interesting vehicle, but it's just I can't think of anywhere where it's actually going to be useful. I mean, it's a big old thing. Look at it. It's a work truck. Right, let's use the let's use all that supercharged power, despite the fact the game doesn't let you put an uprated supercharger on it. Sure, if this had some better tyres, this would be really fast. It's not even a competition between us and the rest of the pack. Let's go. I think the big problem with a lot of these trucks is they're geared very long. You know, they're designed for towing and so on, whereas that SS Silverado is designed to actually be fast. I mean, but LS is king. There's no getting around the fact the LS is the greatest engine ever made. Fight me. There's obviously split opinions on that. A lot of people say the Honda's K20 engine is, which I can see. I genuinely have a lot of respect for that. A couple of my mates reckon it's the SR20. They call it God's motor, and I just don't understand it. I mean, they're great engines when they work, and when they're done right, they are awesome to listen to and see. The performance you can get out of them is incredible. But I just can't help but think there's other 4-cylinders, i.e. the ones that Honda make, that which do the same thing just a lot better. And they're easier to get parts for as well. And you don't have to buy a crusty old Nissan to get a good one. That being said, I want a crusty old Nissan. I've owned a crusty old Nissan, so not special. I owned a Micra. Basically just a front wheel drive S15, isn't it? Same thing. Oh, so good. Actually, to be fair, if you want to talk about front wheel drive S50s, whatever, it's the Primera and the Pulsars you could get with the SR16, the SR20s and stuff. An SR20 Primera would be quite a fun car to own, and they're still cheap. I'm shocked at how little you have to pay to get a good one. It'd be a hell of a thing to own. It's like a full-on touring car, effectively. And it's not like you can't get the parts to turbocharge them. I don't think the gearboxes would be very happy about it, but... Wow, we are just dominating this right now. Oh, this thing sounds cool. Why would you have that as a sign? It's the noise a microwave makes. Like, it's not like it's even a sponsorship or anything. Or maybe it's the game question of me calling a micro a front-wheel drive Sylvia. Let's go. I tell you, one micro was just as tail happy as one. Until I had the good tyres put on it, it was all over the shop. Because it's so light, and I think mine was on like 165s. Yeah. What an interesting little car that was. No rev gauge, so basically the only way you knew to change gears was when you bounced off the rev limiter, which was fun. Come on. Oh. We're a rally truck now. Wow, we absolutely annihilated that. So about 6 seconds quicker than our previous lap. Beautiful. The SSR's back in last place again. What a weird vehicle. Convertible pickup truck. Let's go. Yep. Wow, we are flying through this right now. I was expecting this to be a longer video than it's actually turning out to be. I'm sort of quite impressed with this. The big old fat truck. Let's go. Seattle. Now, as soon as we do this, then we in the next video we're going to move on to some of the more interesting races. We'll probably do the Megane race. I didn't even show you guys. Or did I? I bought a Megane. It's a purple first generation Megane, 2-litre IDE, I think it's called. So the next video we'll start off with that, and we'll put the upgrades onto it and see what we could really do with it, because I think it'd be quite a fun thing to play around with. It was also quite expensive, all things considered. I think it was 20,000 credits, which I was expecting it to be a lot cheaper. I thought it was a lot cheaper in this game, but clearly I was wrong. Let's go. Wow, this thing is... Yeah, you can tell the SSR is definitely the fastest truck in the game. Like, stock for stock anyway. But the beauty of Gran Turismo is it sort of encourages you to upgrade your cars a little bit. We are reeling that in at an alarming pace. Look at us go! Wow, come on. Yes! Oh, we did it without having to ram it into a wall. Wow, this has turned out to be quite a fun championship actually. I'm really enjoying driving this truck. I bet with the traction control off, it's an absolute monster. Oh well, we'll find that out in another video. You know, once this playthrough is completed eventually, then I might do sort of a test of all the cars, see which ones are the quickest, and top speed wise, and see which ones can set the fastest lap times. So, if that's a video you guys want to see, please let me know. Come on! Woohoo! Okay, yeah, we're flying. This isn't even close. I reckon I could have done this in the stock lightning. That's the sort of impression I'm getting with the gapped up. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we're on the brakes again. I'm shocked at how well this handles. It's not like it's got tons of grip, but like relative to what it is, it's very easy to get it to turn in. It's nice and neutral. Like, doesn't really understeer all that much. Brakes are okay. It's really not that bad to drive. And it's got a lot of stones on the straights. I mean, it's not NSX fast, but it's fairly close, I reckon. I reckon up until 4th gear, this would probably be a little bit quicker on the straights. Obviously, where the NSX is going to dominate is in the corners, but... Yeah, considering it's something we had to buy, I'm very happy. Let's go. Yeah. Wow, we are just flying. I might buy another new car in this video, actually. Now I've got like 70k in the bank. The question is, I know that we need an Impreza, and I know we need an Evo. And that's one of the two cars I'm looking at. So, do we buy an Impreza, or do we buy an Evo? That's what's going through my head right now. I'm going to be buying a new one as well, because the second-hand ones are cool, but it'd be kind of cool to show off to the new car dealership in this game. Come on! I'll tell you, the SST, whatever it was called, it's fast in that last section. Wow, 4 seconds quicker, or 3 and a bit seconds quicker, sorry. Not even close. Well, that was very, very easy. Cool. Okay, so we're going to get the SST as the prize vehicle. And now we've done the beginner championship, we should be able to move on. Lovely. It is a big old brute, that thing. But I think it's a very good looking truck. But, I don't know. Let me know what you think. So that is the beginner championship done. Oh, do we not get anything for the beginner races? Completely all the beginner races. I thought we did. Never mind. Well, that's depressing. I genuinely thought we'd get something for completing all the beginner races. Ah. Oh well. So. We've got a Type R. Where are we looking? If I go over to Subaru and go over to event, you can see we've got oh. Oh, that's... Actually, we don't even need an STI. we've got the Legacy. We can use the Legacy in that. That's awesome. Okay, well that's basically answers my own question then. We need to buy an Evolution. Which one we're gonna buy? Evo. What's that? An Evo 5, 6. Is that the 8? This one though, because it comes on steel wheels, and I think that's very cool. It's like a rally car spec. I don't know. I kind of want an interesting colour. That could only come in those 4 colours. Yes! Beautiful. We've got an Evo GSR. Yeah, we'll hop in this now. And then I'm going to have a quick look for a Mitsubishi Mirage, because if we can get both of them, that means we are completely sorted out for the Mitsubishi races. Let's have a look. Used car dealership. Late 90s. So we're looking for a Mirage Cyborg. Whoa! Well, that's cool. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a Mirage Cyborg. Look at that. Sweet. Alright. Well, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, like I said, let me know what cars you want to see on the channel. That's all I really want to know at the minute. I just want to make the content that you guys want to see. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Take care.